Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, a brand new channel as you can tell by the number of subscribers. This is a channel about car reviews with a twist. But before I go into the details, let me tell you something about myself. My name is Francisco. I am retired. I retired earlier than most people. I'm not a billionaire, but I'm doing well. I have my house. I have a Mercedes-Benz CLS 500, and right behind me I have an AMG C63S, both of which have a very interesting story behind them. Now, about the twist and how this channel is going to work. You've probably seen many other channels talking about cars and doing car reviews. Well, I'm gonna be doing about the same, but as I said, in a different format. First of all, I'm not gonna be reviewing supercars that most people, you and I, can't afford. I'm gonna be basically doing just your run-of-the-mill cars, car reviews, I'm sorry. Another thing, you won't see a lot of edits in my videos. This is gonna be raw material, bloopers, tongue twisters, whatever it is, and not a lot of fancy graphics either or special effects. So it's gonna be, what you see is what you get, at least in the very beginning, because I don't want to invest too much in it until I see that it can become successful. And now, what the idea is, what the main idea is. The main idea is, as I mentioned, you have seen other car reviews or other YouTubers that have become very famous and very successful at what they do. No criticism about them. They more power to them, basically. However, what I want to do is switch gears or change roles, basically. Instead of me going and doing just a car review and becoming successful doing many car reviews and then going and buying myself a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or I don't know, a Bugatti or whatever it is, what I want to do is actually give cars away. So if the channel becomes successful, that's what the main channel will do, or that's what the main idea of the channel will be. Basically, and let me give you an example. Let's say and I don't know how long will it take. It may be a month, it may be a year. I have no idea. But let me tell you basically the essence of the idea. Let's say the channel becomes monetized and it starts making revenue, generating revenue. Right? Generating revenue by the number of videos that I put out, how many people see them, the number of subscribers. Maybe somebody will, put an ad on the video, get promoters or supporters, whatever it is, as the channel starts making money. So as an example, let's say our first goal is $50,000. So before I got interrupted by a cameo appearance of my wife, what I was saying is, let's say that we set a goal and the goal is 50,000 bucks, okay? So we get to 50,000 bucks. Before I go out and buy a car for one of you guys, I'll select randomly the winner. And the winner will get to select the car within a reasonable price range, let's say $35,000. Even though the channel made 50, let's keep it at 35,000 because in addition to buying the car, the channel will pay for the taxes and you'll have a choice, one of two choices. I can fly you here, I'm in Fort Myers, Florida, to pick up the car, or the channel will deliver it to you somewhere in the 48 contiguous states. So you have to be here in the mainland. You're saying, well, but Francisco, I'm listening to you from, or I'm watching you from Hawaii or Alaska or Puerto Rico or somewhere overseas. Well, this is what the channel will do. The channel will ship the car to the nearest port where it can be sent to your final destination. However, the channel will only pay for the transportation from here, Fort Myers, to that port, and then you'll be responsible for the remainder of the trip. And don't believe that it is too expensive. That car has traveled substantially, and it wasn't too expensive. I'll tell you about it later in another episode if we get to another episode, okay? So we select the car at 35,000 bucks. Could be, I don't know, a Mustang, Camaro, Challenger, Charger, whatever it is. Actually, the winner will get to choose the car. And then the compromise for the winner is accepting the delivery, or once they get the delivery, whether here in Fort Myers or wherever that final destination may be, do a short video of the delivery of the car and you enjoying the car, whenever, a few days, okay, or longer than that, hopefully, okay. But that's basically the main idea. So the main idea is, again, for this channel to serve as a way to give away cars, vehicles, and not chosen by me, but chosen by you, the subscriber, okay? So as I said, I will tell you about the story of this car, the CLS 500, and later in another episode, an interesting story about the C63S, okay? I'm not a YouTuber, meaning I don't follow YouTube. For the most part, I've seen a video here, a video there. Most of the videos that I look for are, okay, how do I install that? So I go to YouTube and I find out how to install that rack, or how to assemble, how to assemble, and organizing shelves or cabinets or what have you. Those are the type of videos that I watch, that I watch basically. So another thing that I said, you won't get a lot of edits. It's raw material. I mean, I don't have the time to edit this and again, cut out the bloopers and if I have a tongue twister and start repeating myself or whatever it is, I'm not gonna have the time to do that. So what you see is what you get. Let me know in the comments below whether this is something that is interesting, whether that is something that it may be successful or not. I don't know. I have no idea if this is going to take, as I said before, a week, a month, a year, or even longer. For the most part, nobody's going to have the patience to wait that long. So the idea is for the channel to become very successful. And again, I'm not looking for an income. I'm looking for a way to maximize, obviously, the revenues of the channel so I can give away cars. The more cars or the more revenue it makes, the more cars I can give away. If it is in a car, it could be a motorcycle, it could be things associated with vehicles, okay? Set of tires, set of wheels, whatever it is. But again, the winner that is selected at random will get to choose basically the price. Initially a car, and then smaller prices as the channel continues to generate revenue in the event that it does. Then the subscriber, again, that has been picked, will get to choose smaller prices, but again, prices. So that is the main purpose of the channel. Let me know again what you think. If you like the idea, subscribe below. Tell your friends that the purpose of the channel. I will let other people know. Obviously, some of the YouTubers that have become very successful in their channels. Again, this is not a competition. I'm not going to be competing against them. For the most part, they're already very successful, so they could care less whether I'm successful or not. But I think that the idea is good. Okay, the idea is, again, not for me to start buying half a dozen cars for me to drive and to tell you how nice it is to drive them and my experience with them, but the other way around is for the channel to give you a car and you telling us how nice of an experience it is, how do you like the car, what don't you like about the car, because essentially it's going to be your car, the car that you picked. So once the winner is selected, I'll go, and the car is selected, I'll go to a local dealership, we'll deal with a local dealership. It will be a cash transaction, so hopefully we'll get a better price, and then we'll actually get to choose some of the options and the colors, the interior color, the exterior color, based on whatever inventory they have at hand. So again, in summary, that this is what it's all about, okay? Or this is what the channel is all about. Let me know if you like it. Let me know if you like the concept. If you have any recommendations, any ideas of how to make this work even better, let me know again. As I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't follow many people. I follow a couple of people. My passions are golf and traveling. I have been fortunate enough to have been able to travel the world around several times. So I enjoy that very much. But I do like cars, and I do like nice cars. So let me know what you think, whether this is doable or not, and whether this is something that we may have to wait way too long, before your patience and my patience runs out, or whether this is something feasible within a few months. Again, no miracles here. It's word of mouth, number of videos that I put out, and I don't know what else, but basically that's the idea. I will post another video in a couple of days I'm starting a road trip with a brand new car, an affordable car, something that I have never driven before. It's a hybrid. I won't know what kind of hybrid until probably this afternoon or this evening. But basically, I'm gonna drive it for a long road trip. And in all the stops, I will tell you about my experience driving that car and the advantages and disadvantages of that particular car. So until then, I hope that you subscribe. Again, tell your friends, give me your comments, tell me, again, if this is something that you would that has future, potential future, and let's go on from there. All right. Thank you. We'll see you.